Hello and welcome to another reflection on Cosmic Mirror with me, Siobhan. I just want to announce that my Patreon page is open for memberships where there will be monthly tarot giveaways and dreaming giveaways as well, dream readings and other things, so go check that out. Okay, so let's get started. Today has been quite an interesting reading actually. Seems to be a psychic shift that you've had. Let's first begin with the general energy. It was all kind of like a cooking thing, so you're definitely cooking something up, you're working on something, and I feel that you've had a breakthrough. So for your general energy, I saw you were busy cooking something with a skillet over a fire, and I got root chakra, so your sense of stability, security, your I am, who you are. For me, the root chakra is also about our beginnings, where we come from, and as well for me, like our family. So with that, you got rotation, the great work, and conjunction. So these two cards together speak of having a psychic shift. Okay. And this card specifically talks about showing up every day and doing the work, and proven work brings results. So I feel like this has been you've been consistently working at something. I do want to say that the colors in these two cards, I feel, are what you've been working towards, and this card specifically is what you are currently working on, which would be your root, your solar plexus, and your throat chakra. So your communication, your stability, and your sense of self, your confidence. Okay, so your opportunity, I saw you carrying like a jar. I didn't necessarily see something in the jar, but I kind of got the idea that you were gathering ingredients, or you're bringing ingredients through. So with that, I received boundaries and tiger and answer the call. I feel that this is an opportunity for you to bring together everything that's at your disposal, to move beyond things that have kept you in place, that you've been fearful to walk beyond. Okay. So for what is challenging you, let's go with that one first. Okay, so for what's challenging you, I saw spatula. Okay, and a spatula is, I had to think about this one. I mean, not really much, but so spatula being, it's a tool that you use when you're needing to turn whatever it is that you've got, that you're cooking up, before, just at the right time, before it burns, before it's been in there for too long. Okay, and this is your challenge: is protect, kundalini, and victory. So I feel like this is also knowing when the right time is to actually move along from something, not dwelling on it too long, knowing when it's just the right time, and not, how can I also say, this also struck me as like protecting your energy in terms of protecting your victory from possibly also from others that might drain your energy as well. So yeah, just protecting whatever it is that you're creating. And then for what is supporting you, so what's supporting you is believe in yourself, and the warrior. So it's very interesting because what I saw with this was a duck's foot, but then I saw like the what is it, like their bones? It's like they make the Algiz symbol, so the Algiz rune. And I heard Algiz, and it like kept flashing like that. So Algiz is like your protection and your defense, which is what this card is also about. And it's also about like tapping into your spiritual wisdom, and connecting in and being able to pull through information from higher powers. I think it's also really interesting that here again you have the rainbow between these two horns. So again, it's protecting that which you are working on. Okay. The conjuncture card also speaks about a union, could be with a person, but because of the cards that came out, I feel that this is a divine union, possibly within yourself. And then this card specifically also talks about a collaboration with the divine. So you are working with spirit as well to bring about what it is that you're working on. It's going to be different, I think, for everybody. Okay. So your advice at this time is very interesting as well. I saw basting, a little basting brush, I don't know, basting brush, with the card Divine Timing and God in the Heart. Oh, wait. There we go, God in the Heart. So this card, God in the Heart, talks about allowing yourself to feel all your emotions that are coming up, and not dwelling on or keeping those that are detrimental or negative, like seeing them, not suppressing them, but then also just letting them go, and keeping that which is truly part of you, or that you want to be part of you going forward. And I feel that with the basting, like the basting brush, so basting brush for me also brings out flavors. You have to take your time with it, and I think that's also what this is talking about when it's talking about the divine timing, is making sure that you are you're not allowing anything to hold you back, and being able to flow with the right emotions and the right things that you're keeping, so that nothing is holding you back from what it is that you're doing. And I feel we'll let's confirm that in a little bit, but I've got a little bit of a feeling of what that might be. Okay, so then what you don't see coming, this is really cool. So you were putting salt on the food, but the salt turned into gold dust. Okay, and so salt speaks about, okay, wait, let's do this. So I got the card Archangel Uriel. Okay, so Archangel Uriel was, for me, it's like the protector of the tree of knowledge. And yeah, that's also linked to the Kabbalah, tree of life. And then you got the wise salt card with that. So again, here's this rainbow, right? I feel that you are working on your aura, your energies, making sure everything is in conjunction, everything is within union. And the wise salt card also talks about grit, and it talks about preservation, but it also is very much about wisdom. Okay, so I feel that the other thing that I noted was these gold pearls in this card. Okay, and for me, it feels like your wisdom that you are going to, this was also the other thing, sorry. Salt brings out complexity to flavors, right? And what I was getting from this is when you add your wisdom, it brings a complexity to your work, to the psychic shift that you're going through, and it starts to solidify and manifest, because gold dust for me is often a manifestation, and it's bringing through golden energy, like, and solidifying it here into what it is that you're working on. And you do have that wisdom within you, and this is where the algaes comes through, about pulling through spiritual wisdom. Okay, all right, and then that one upside down. And then your outcome, and this is very interesting. So I saw the eye of a goose, and then in the goose's eye there was trees, but then there was a nest, and this goose was seeing a nest. And then I got Mictlan, which is the underworld, and we got the Ash card, which is memories and the past. So geese are synonymous with home, finding home, traveling far distances, perseverance, being focused and having strength, and also navigation, so finding your way. And the Ash card talks about sifting through memories in the past, and allowing, you know, it talks about the phoenix rising from the ashes. And with that as well, I kind of, when I saw the goose eye, one of the first things I thought of was the ugly duckling, right? So I think this definitely maybe has something to do with the childhood, something to do with the home, and your perception of your abilities and what you can do. Okay, and you're working through quite some heavy things here, but it's going to be beautiful because ash is actually quite like it's nutritious, you know. It's like with a volcano, that ash actually helps things grow exponentially. So sifting through and like gardening the heart, you're finding the treasures in there. Okay, so let's open up this reading. Let's see, where do we go first? Okay, so give me a card on the general energy, please, Spirit. I'm using Tarot of the Divine. I love this deck so much. It's really great. Okay, and the general energy, Spirit. Oh, exactly. Two of Cups. So, again, a union possibly of opposites. This is the alchemy of divine union and partnerships. It's the conjuncture card. Okay, show me the challenge, Spirit. Oh. Oh, wow, again, okay. So you have Three of Cups. And the Six of Coins. This Three of Cups, this is also why I love this deck so much, is like each card refers to a story. And this Three of Cups specifically talks about, I think it's an Eastern story, but these three beings are celebrating, but they are celebrating in heaven, and they're like the goddesses of, if I'm not mistaken, it's like, it can also be like games and those type of things, but like having fun and enjoying yourself. So I feel like this is also, again, with the protect, the kundalini, the victory, and there, the spatula. It's also knowing how much to share, how generous to be with your energy, and knowing when to celebrate. Knowing that it's okay to celebrate too. That you don't have to be so hard at work all the time. I feel that's really important. So, can I get a card on the support, please, Spirit? Supporting. Oh wow, okay. Oh, see, now I have to do this thing. Hang on. It is the Queen of Cups. I'm noticing the snake in this card as well. And the Proteas. King Proteas. Sovereignty. And I feel like Kundalini, you know, this is also knowing that you are able to protect yourself. Knowing that you can journey beyond boundaries that you feel you weren't able to cross before. And that you are able to manifest and be abundant. And to nurture yourself. Let's clarify. Queen of Coins. Okay, so we have 8 of Wands, the Page of Coins, and the King of Coins. Right? That's beautiful. So you've got like the whole family here of Pentacles, which is really lovely. I feel like this is also just confirming for me that this is definitely something as well to do with your family. Knowing that you have learned, that you've made a progression from a page to a king, that there is possibly a lot of unseen wisdom that you have, that you can acknowledge and find within yourself. Beautiful. Okay, then let's move on to your opportunity. The Two of Wands. This is also a card of transition. So this is the Two of Wands with the, right? This is about looking back to the future and the past. Let's see if we can't get a card on what the call is. What are you being called to? Oh, that's too many cards, Spirit. What are you being called to? Probably different for each of you, but let's see if we can get something in there. What is the collective being called to, Spirit? Oh, beautiful. Ace of Swords. I feel that it's interesting. You've got your rotation card here with the webbing on it as well. And the Ace of Swords is also clear cognizance. So it's very likely that you'll receive a knowing or a truth or understanding. That helps you spin the wheel and to remove anything. Interesting. Okay, so I'm seeing these weeds on the card, right? You see those weeds, and you've got garden the heart, which talks about weeding out your garden. Okay, so that's what it's about. It's being able to weed out anything that does not belong. That's what you're being called to do. And I feel that maybe there are things that you know you need to do, but you feel fearful of doing it. It's something you haven't tried before. You feel you might not be safe doing it, but that is also why the warrior spirit is here, the archetype is here to show you you are the warrior. You are absolutely able to do it, and you will know the way. Okay, so let's get a card on the advice, please, Spirit. Oh, wow, okay. So you have the Lovers and the King of Cups. So interestingly, I love this depiction of the King of Cups because it is also the diviner, and this is coming out with your divine timing and gardening the heart. You know, when you had the Two of Cups come out, I immediately saw in my mind's eye the Lovers, because it's Beauty and the Beast, right? This is the story of Beauty and the Beast, which is a story of freedom and independence, And it's a story of seeing things for what they truly are, not what others would say to you they are meant to be, or what you were taught growing up, or maybe not even growing up, maybe just as you go through life. And being in charge of your emotions and being sovereign and having emotional mastery. Okay. For what you don't see coming. Can you clarify what you don't see coming? Oh. Clarify, I'm going to show you now. Okay. Clarify the camera, please. Oh, sorry. Okay. Alright, so what you don't see coming is the Tower. So this is the story of Rapunzel. Oftentimes the hair represents spiritual growth and prowess and energy. This card speaks to me about, for a long time, that being used by others, you being held captive in a way, or trapped. And I feel like this might be an end to this. Salt. Preservation. Okay. So this is also very possibly a shake-up to what you've preserved before, or how you've thought of things, and gaining a wisdom from that, knowing that that is converted into wisdom for you. I clarified the Tower with the Hermit. Oh, interesting. So the algae symbol is also, it means elk. And that was clarified by, also further clarified the Tower with the Five of Cups. I feel there's a sadness here around maybe time spent looking over certain things, or allowing, or having some other person or someone else's opinion affect your beliefs, or make you feel that you didn't have wisdom, possibly. And the Five of Cups was clarified by the Three of Swords and the Six of Swords. This specific Three of Swords talks about not being able to trust, and because of the inability to trust from past hurts, harming yourself in some way because of that. And then the Six of Swords is moving to calmer waters. So I really feel that whatever this is, this thought form or emotion or something that has kept you in a specific space, you are breaking out of that. You've had this psychic shift that's happened and an understanding of your true wisdom and how you are able to draw upon your wisdom, how you are actually able to protect yourself and not allowing someone to keep you within boundaries, even if it's yourself. Alright, so let's get a card on this ash card, please. Sorry. It's very difficult to break out of limiting beliefs that we've had our whole lives, that we've been brought up with, particularly if it's coming from your home, how you were brought up as a child. Oh wow, that's beautiful. I'm just trying to clarify, just a second. As salty as that was, there's a good outcome. Please clarify. Yeah. Okay. So your outcome is the World card. Which is clarified by the Four of Swords. So this is a beautiful completion. It really is. Again, I feel it is your feminine and masculine coming into divine union. I'm noticing that they have tattoos on their face, which I've actually never noticed in this card before. And your face is your identity. You know, many people will shy away at having their face tattooed. Possibly because of their beliefs. Sometimes people don't really think tattoos are a good thing, and other people have opinions towards it. And I feel like this is expressing your true self and your identity without any shame or any guilt or feeling that it's wrong. It's a sense of peace and sanctuary. And this card also talks about, I think it's Fenrir, it gets bound up for a respite during the battle. Again, we've got these pillars on either side. So it's a call to, oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. It's a call to unbind yourself, to use the sword and your clear cognizance in what you learn from looking at the past and looking where you can go in the future, and to unbind what has kept you stuck. And I see as well the sword in the mouth. This is, whatever this is, I feel has also affected your throat chakra, your ability to speak up for yourself, and what you're hearing as well. Anything else I need to know, Spirit? You've got the Justice card. There's you wielding your sword in balance. I feel it is possibly justice that you maybe need for some things that have gone on in the past. But this is justice for yourself that you bring for yourself when you do this. I feel like he's also standing there quite victorious. Okay, one last card. I'm hearing one last card. Let's see what it is. Okay, there's two. So you've got the Knight of Coins and you've got the Temperance card. So this is, I was asking for last cards of advice, and this is slow and steady movement towards what you're manifesting, what you're working on, towards your alchemy and your temperance. Definitely working through those emotions, what you want to keep, what you want to manifest, and how you want to go forward. And yeah, all of that will work out for you. It's a beautiful, beautiful completion that's coming up for you. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I'll see you guys next time.